At LavLab, we have just tested the Mova M50, and in this video, we are going to tell you what we honestly think about it. And if you are interested in this product, please note that we have put a link with its best price just below this video. This wet and dry vacuum cleaner has a clean water tank of 800 milliliters placed in its brush head and a dirty water tank of 700 milliliters at the back of its body. It can be laid flat at 180 degrees to go under furniture. Its dirty water tank is graduated to indicate the maximum water levels it can contain, in a normal or reclined position. Unfortunately, during our tests, the alert indicating that the dirty water tank is full went off several times even though it was not even heavily filled. Very regular emptying is therefore necessary. The vacuum cleaner weighs 5.1 kilograms, which is in the upper average. During our tests, we found its forward self-propulsion effective. It moves forward on its own without having to push it, which ensures good maneuverability. Its brush is also easy to steer. Note that the edges of the suction head are really very thin, which is practical for vacuuming along baseboards. On the interface side, its small LED screen indicates the remaining battery percentage, the dirt level detected via a color line, and the mode used. The whole thing is clearly legible. The appliance can stay upright without help when you want to take a break from your cleaning. In this case, you do not even have to stop it, and it resumes the mode currently in use when you unlock it. Maintenance is also simplified since almost everything is done automatically. You just need to put the wet and dry vacuum cleaner back on its station and press the self-cleaning button. During our tests, we timed that the standard self-cleaning of the roller lasted 3 minutes and 30 seconds. After the process, we found the roller very clean. Then, the roller is dried with hot air for 30 minutes. If necessary, it is possible to remove the roller to wash it manually. On a daily basis, the only step to do from a maintenance point of view is filling the clean water tank and emptying the dirty water tank. In addition, a basket is provided in the dirty water collector. It allows solid waste to be separated from liquids. In practice, we were indeed able to remove certain elements, like pieces of shell or cereal, but not everything was retained in this basket. Finally, as accessories, the brand provides a small brush to clean the roller, as well as a roller, a spare filter, and a 500 milliliters cleaning solution. So much for the design and maintenance. Now let's move on to the features and performance. The Mova M50 has a power of 22,000 pascals and 3 modes of use: intelligent, max, and suction. On each of its modes, it detects the level of dirt on the floor and automatically adapts its power. Unfortunately, during our tests, the device constantly detected a medium to high level of dirt on the floor, even when it was perfectly clean. This intelligent feature is therefore not optimal. We also noted that the M50 tended to leak a little when moved. To test the performance of this model, we scattered several types of dirt on the floor and checked the number of passes required to clean them. Its performance is overall very decent. With a mixture of salt and rice, 2 passes were enough to eliminate everything. For ketchup, the floor was no longer sticky after a single pass. An egg with its shell was vacuumed in 4 passes, which is reasonable. By removing the roller, we just noticed a few pieces of shell that were poorly evacuated. Regarding pet hair, a single pass was enough, but we again found a few tufts stuck behind the brush, and for hair, it only took 2 passes. We finished our performance tests with dried stains on the floor, which is typically difficult to clean for wet and dry vacuum cleaners. It took only 2 passes to clean the dried mud, and 2 passes as well for the dried sugary soda. As for the dried coffee, it still took 10 passes, but the floor was impeccable after cleaning, which is not always the case. Finally, to put the suction mode to the test, we spilled a glass of milk on the floor along a baseboard. It was vacuumed quickly, without having to insist. Now let's move on to our noise level tests. We tried to record the noise emitted on each mode during use, but as the device kept detecting different levels of dirt, we could not obtain reliable data. Note that we did not perceive any obvious change in noise level between the different modes. They emitted from 68 to 70 decibels, which is in the average. The drying of the roller was noisier than average at 60 decibels. As for the self-cleaning, it also emitted a rather high noise, with brief peaks rising to 70 decibels. And to finish this test, let's talk about battery life. The maximum operating time of the Mova M50 is announced at 46 minutes. Since this model is likely to vary its power depending on the dirt detected, we measured the battery life on a clean floor in order to obtain objective data. Unfortunately, as said earlier, it nevertheless detected a medium to high dirt level, which inevitably influenced the collected data. On each mode, we reached a battery life of 28 minutes, which confirms that there is no clear difference in intensity between them. Finally, the brand indicates that it takes 4 hours for a full charge. And that's it for our test results. So to summarize it all, the negative points of the Mova M50 are its dirty water level detection bugs, its floor dirt detection, which is also problematic, and the fact that it leaks slightly when moved. As for the positive points, its excellent maneuverability, its good suction along baseboards, its possible use while laid flat at 180 degrees, and its good overall performance. And that concludes our test. Thank you very much for watching it. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price just below the video.